The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense.
CD, always more eyes on these night games, and they started it off nicely there on that run.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. Don't think for a second these players don't know and understand that. They want to impress their peers across the league. They also want to win the ball game. That's the way to get things going.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Stewart. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jones. A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Throwing out of the shotgun, it's Stewart. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
This complete to David Bell.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 37. 3rd and 19, no problem as they're able to convert.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Here's Stewart to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
A nice gain there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering him. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a linebacker who may not run as well? In any event, whatever you see, you think that tight end can win that battle.
And give him some credit there, able to turn nothing into something as he spins forward for a gain of about 3. Stewart sets to throw.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Stewart. And that's going to be caught for the Browns. Touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Browns will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And a look here at their signal caller, the fifth-year quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100-plus the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Off play action. Norman. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
To throw on 2nd down. Norman over the middle, complete. That's Robertson.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Throwing on first down. Norman, he finds his man, complete. It's Hartman. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll try the left side. Peoples, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. From the gun on 3rd down. Norman. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the... Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
I'm sure as a rookie, even though this is preseason, Charles, interceptions, you got to eat at you quite a bit.
They certainly do, but here's the problem that he's confronted with. He's not the high draft pick. He's not seen as the next guy. He's got to prove himself to everyone and get noticed. So maybe instead of taking the safer throw, you press it a little bit. Try and push it downfield, try and fit into a tight window, and sometimes interceptions result.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Norman got his tight end. That's complete. It's Robertson.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
Now a give, right side. Peoples. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Back to throw. Norman throwing the out route and complete. It's Bowers. Touchdown! From 8 yards out. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
A try here for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that drive, 4 plays. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Cleveland offense making their way out. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
18 yards the game for number 18.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll run on first down. Bradshaw. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Second down. Here's Stewart. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6. Throwing now, Stewart. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. Ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Browns are able to move back in front. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series that helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. A little bit of flip the script. Quarter 1, they struggled. Quarter 2 here, they put things together. And I guess sometimes, Charles, you just come out and you have to get your feet underneath you in a ball game, right?
That's exactly right, because every now and then you don't come out of the gate as fast or as strong as you want to. Sometimes you have to ramp up into it or take a few hits along the way and figure it out. And that's what they've done so far. Slow start, but now they're starting to put it together.
He finds his man, complete. That's Bowers. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. Norman
throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Off the play fake. Norman. Looking left sideline, it's complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
They'll look to throw again. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running two, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. Throwing on third and long. Norman. Now he'll let this one go. Deep left sideline. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And the lead is down to one now at 14-13.
So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in just a minute. Week 2 of the preseason is upon us. Each team now with just one more game after this one, and then we will get it all started as we normally do on the first Thursday after Labor Day. Meanwhile, for the Browns, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on fourth down.
When they get off the field on third down, an excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
The Seahawks send out their punter as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Taken right around the 44. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. A first throw now for the backup Watson. Out route, he finds his man. It's Jones. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. That's complete to Bell over the middle. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Watson. And left side here, it's Graham. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On 1st down, Bradshaw. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 10 more there and another 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now Watson. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. It's a loss of 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation, because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try the left side. Bradshaw. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7. 3rd and goal. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll set up to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hartman. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Hartman. 6 yards left on 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Manning, and he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. That's good completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Looking sideline, incomplete. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that on a bad time late for a poor throw, it's intercepted. And the Browns have just about sewn up this football game. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers. Anyone who's going to lay down a block, don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
Watson now to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So all eyes on this Seahawks offense. Down 17-13, and time a huge factor. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10. He finds his man, complete. It's Hartman. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Back to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Hartman. He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Hartman. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. And remember now, no overtime in the preseason, but where the score's at now, overtime would be unlikely. If these guys can put it in the end zone here, they'd be looking pretty good. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another 4th down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law, and it's 9/10 of this game, too. Having the football counts.
You're so litigious. Well, this is one of those games where if you win it, it feels extra special. But to lose a close one like this, Charles, remember where they didn't score any points in the second half, that has to sting a bit more.
Absolutely, and I really think that they're going to spend so much time pouring over this game film, trying to figure out where their calls went wrong, how they didn't execute on certain plays. They were so close. Yeah, this one's going to linger for a little while as they try and diagnose this loss.